everyone, it's Emmy Hall at the Fastlane Car, and we are here at the 2015 Detroit Auto Show, and I have got the 2017 Jaguar XE, and I know it's all brand new for you TFL car viewers, so we're gonna get everything, almost everything you ever wanted to know coming up next on the Fastlane Car. So I'm standing here with Rob Filipovich. He is the product planning manager for Jaguar. And what is going on? What can you tell me about this new Jag?
There's a huge amount going on at Jaguar right now. This is the new Jaguar XE, North American premiere, happening right here in Detroit. Completely new car for us, completely new vehicle architecture for us. So it's almost all aluminum. Absolutely representative.
That is the most important thing right now in this video is Rob's sandwich.
We'll kick that off again.
Now I got Filipovich.
Start again, or do you want?
Let's start again.
I'll start again.
Top.
And we've got the brand new Jaguar XE. Rob, what is going on with this new Jag?
We have an immense amount going on at Jaguar right now. So this one, the Jaguar XE, North American premiere, happening right here at Detroit. This is also the very first car coming off our new aluminum architecture.
Okay.
So it'll underpin not just this, it'll underpin a new Jaguar crossover that we announced last night, the F-Pace.
What?
But the intent here, it's a rear-wheel drive platform.
Okay.
All-wheel drive will be available as well. It'll have a range of 4- and 6-cylinder engines, including diesel, which we're bringing for the first time to North America.
Awesome.
So expect something in the 40+ mile per gallon range.
Okay.
On the V6 side, expect 340 horsepower plus out of the V6, so a lot of performance. Same engine and transmission that's in the F-Type. So
fantastic.
A little bit of sports car and a 4-door sedan.
So this seems like a really nice place to spend some time, I have to say. I mean, I love the gray and the black palette, and I do really like how this, how the shoulder line comes out, and then it gives you a little bit of dimension here at the A-pillar. That's quite nice. That's quite nice. So what else can you tell me about the design of the interior here?
Well, the design of the interior is one that our design team is just as painstaking as the exterior. And that's where you see, I think, you're getting a lot of the feel of what to expect out of a Jaguar. So things that we introduced on something like the XJ as our flagship, the Riva hoop design, as far as the wood trim going around the entire dashboard, that's something that's migrated down now into the XE. Also a lot of natural material as far as wood, aluminum finishes along the center console too. That's really kind of where a lot of the emphasis is. And then some nice touches too, when you open the door you see things like the aluminum wrapping the air vents at the side of the dash. So it's not something, we're not trying to just hide away an air vent or keep it kind of, it really is how do you turn an air vent into a piece of jewelry on the interior that is something kind of that you're actually proud of instead of just a piece of air conditioning.
Now, can I get a manual in this?
Absolutely. That's the other thing. We are absolutely saving the manuals.
That's great.
So later this year, you'll get the manual transmission available on the F-Type, and then when we launch this later in the year after we launch it, a manual transmission will become available on the 4-cylinder versions.
Oh, okay.
So a lot of fun to be had.
So what other kind of trim levels, what other kind of options are going to be available with this new XE?
So it'll be a huge range. So the whole idea with XE is bringing Jaguar design, luxury, and performance into a new smaller segment at new price points.
Okay.
So we'll start at less than $40,000, and then from there, depending on powertrains, the type of leather you'll be able to walk up, you'll be able to get things like leather dashboards, which is almost unprecedented in the segment. A lot in terms of infotainment systems as well. We can see later in the interior. But it really is a car that you'll be able to customize. Even things like this one on 20-inch wheels, which again, one of the segment first, so that you can really kind of make it your own.
Now, I noticed that I've got still the traditional Jaguar knob gear selector.
Absolutely.
So that's great. And this one is the automatic, so I've got some paddle shifters.
Yes.
Now, I have to ask you about the infotainment because, I mean, I'm not going to lie, they've been a little slow in the past. So have you guys upgraded here so we have a whole new system?
Completely new system.
Yay!
From the ground up. And this is actually a system, it's first going to premiere on our sister brand Land Rover with the Discovery Sport. But it's a new capacitive touchscreen. completely new operating logic, so you can do things like pinch to zoom.
Okay, that's great.
It's a swipe system,
okay,
so that you can get across the screens very easily, and integrating things also like In Control Apps, our new app system, which allows you to basically replicate the phone in the center console. So a lot of exciting things that for us it's really, in our benchmarking, kind of puts us at the forefront of in-car infotainment, which I know has kind of been a piece that people have been asking for a long time. So.
And so rear-wheel drive, all-wheel drive,
yes,
manual and automatic available.
8-speed automatic,
okay,
quick shift, paddles on the steering wheel.
Oh, great. Rev matching?
Yes, absolutely.
Of course. Why am I even asking that question? Of course there's rev matching.
Performance brand, aren't we?
All right, what about the braking system in this? Because if I'm going to go fast, I got to stop.
Absolutely. The braking system varies in size depending on the powertrain, so that just as quickly as you can go, you can stop as quickly.
Okay.
So we don't have final braking numbers for you right now. We'll save that for the testing next year. But it will be more than capable, and really the target is to be at the head of its class in terms of acceleration, handling, and braking.
So I'm assuming then no 0 to 60 time?
0 to 60, I can say with the V6.
Yeah.
We will get down to about 4.9 seconds.
All right. So you got there. Everyone at Jaguar is like, oh, we're going to take this out and accelerate. We don't really care how it stops, but we're gonna slam this hammer down really bad.
Steering feel, braking, acceleration, all of it. We have packaged it in here, and with aluminum, making the car so light, it will be one of the lightest in its class. You'll be able to just do things with this car that the competition will be left far in your dust.
And then beyond that, things like the extra benefits, like rear view camera will be standard on this car when it launches, full 360-degree parking sensors, front pedestrian detection and autonomous braking,
so
cruise control, head-up displays. I can go on for days about all the systems that are going to be available in this car. So it's going to be one of the most technologically advanced cars that you can get at this price point in this category.
And I noticed you have one of my most favorite features in a car. A sunroof.
Absolutely.
Holla!
A big one at that.
No, I love sunroofs and convertibles, so every time I gotta give it a little holler. Now, do I get different drive modes?
Yes.
Okay.
So similar to the rest of the Jaguar lineup, we'll have things like this regular drive mode, which on our end is still fairly performance oriented. We'll have dynamic mode, as you may know from some of the other Jaguar products in the lineup. So quicker steering, the accelerator is a little bit more sensitive. Steering stiffens up as well. And then we also have our winter mode, which helps immensely, whether it's the rear or all-wheel drive version, in terms of improving traction, whether it be wet, even cold days when the tires aren't at their best, or on days like today we have in Detroit where there's plenty of snow on the ground.
Plenty-o. Now, what tires are going to come with this car right out of the gate?
So our standard tire will be an all-season.
Okay.
Depending on the spec level you go and the wheels you go with too.
Okay.
We will be upgrading to performance rubber though too.
Okay.
So again, it goes into that flexibility of making sure that you can get the car that you want.
And what is this right here? This is just a light.
That is just a light for the auto show.
Oh, okay. I was like, this is like this gorgeous piece of designed something.
If you would really like what I'm sure we can find for you. That's the one feature that won't come on the car. All right,
you can cut all that stuff out. And then, so what about my sound system and my stereo? Because if you got a banging car, you got to have a banging sound system.
Absolutely, and for our money, we've got absolutely one of the best sound systems around. A few years ago, we partnered with Meridian, another fantastic British brand that creates some of the absolute best sound systems, especially digital sound systems in the industry. So in the case of the XE, similar to the rest of our range, it will come with a few different versions of a Meridian sound system, starting from a 12-speaker system, going up to a 14-speaker system, and then possibly even something well beyond that in the future.
Like a 32-speaker system? It's going to have them in all the A-pillars everywhere.
The sky's become the limit in terms of audio.
That's
just
hilarious.
Like it has in horsepower. So.
Now, I know this is a 2017, so will we see this car at the first quarter of 2017, in the mid, or do you guys have any idea of when?
So it'll actually be going on sale later this year in global markets.
Okay.
For North America, we'll launch early in 2016 as a 17 model year car.
Oh, okay, so I could get this car here in the States as early as this time next year?
Roughly spring 2016.
Spring of 2016, okay, and you're looking at the entry at right around 40 grand?
Under 40 grand for the entry.
Okay, and what if you top it out?
that we'll
You just go to the computer and like configure your Jaguar.
we can talk about that in more
Okay,
detail
all right,
next year.
good. Well, Rob, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
And as always, this is Emmy Hall for the Fast Lane Car. Hey, you can go to tflcar.com for more news, views, and real world reviews. And of course, check us out on all those pesky social medias. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.